How's it going? I hope you are doing as good as I'm doing today. Today has been a very solid day. Couple ups and downs, but mainly good ups. I'm very happy with my situation right now. I've talked a little bit about how I'm like helping out my family members right now, and everything's very positive, and I love to get to see that, especially in the ones that I love most. Getting into it, physically, I can give it like a solid 7.35. Sure, not too bad. I'm pretty goddamn tired because I flew from Alabama to Florida and then went to the gym, and it is currently 1:22 in the morning. These are laughs of pain. But regardless of that, everything went pretty smooth. The squats felt fine. Snatches were okay. I think the snatches were better than I'm giving myself credit for, but I did the work and it was a good time. But I really want to emphasize my love for the homie moments, the homie interactions I have doing the things that I love every day, because correlating this a little bit with my brother that I've been helping out, or just supporting in general. We went to the gym together. I was very happy to see that he wanted to commit to it and go with me and just try to enjoy it and have a good time. And I think when you commit yourself to certain things every day, whether it's work or a passion thing or just some random thing that you feel like doing every now and then, the more consistent and disciplined you are in it, the more you will see and relate to those other people around you that are doing the same thing. I going to the same gym for a year and a half in Orlando now. I've gotten to see so many people constantly for such a long time that I've developed really great friendships with them, even though I only see them at the gym. And while of course I'm always going to go to the gym to do the things that I have to do for my workouts and to stay disciplined and to stay passionate, but so much of my happiness in life in general, it doesn't just drive my passion for the sport, but so much of my own self worth and happiness comes from being driven by the people that I care about around me. And it was really nice to see my brother go through this today, because he's been struggling a lot, and it sucks seeing that, but knowing that I can at least support these first steps into feeling better and trying something new, it is so amazing to see. And I might not talk too long on this because I'm really beat, and I don't want to get too convoluted about everything, but it is. It's hard to explain this to someone who hasn't gotten to go through this, as unfortunate as that may be. But I'm telling you, if you start getting disciplined and committed to just anything, whether it's going to your work, going to the same classes every day, going to the same gym every day, going to the same club every day, as long as you put forth just a little bit of effort, it doesn't have to be a lot. I like to have the goal to talk to one new person every time I go to the gym, and that can be high for a lot of people. It doesn't have to be every time, but just making the effort to make that one little interaction. You never know the relationship that you can build with someone. And I'm not saying that I just utilize these people in my life just for the sake of a little bit extra support. It is the fact that it comes naturally from our bond over time. I don't know a lot about the people I know in the gym, but I know that I know that they go through things, and that I've gotten to talk to them about close and personal and vulnerable things just because I got to show up and put in my effort, and it's wonderful to be able to gain trust in people around you and faith in people around you when you all are just trying to stay committed and do your best. So it's kind of like you could relate it to the old scenario where the kid doesn't feel the kid feels like he's disappointed his father for his whole fucking childhood, and then he gets it from someone else later on in life, and they're like, oh, there it is. It's kind of like that in a way. I know it's a little specific, but It's so cool. And so like to get that kind of not even approval, just support, just raw support. You didn't ask for it, you didn't expect to get it, and you were just trying to do your best, and it just came from nowhere, and it came from nothing. But because of that, it becomes something that can drive you so much better in the things that you are struggling with and the things that you want to be passionate with, you know? And so in one short night that I've been back home with my family, it already seems like things are turning around for the better, and I love that. It drives me on its own to see the people that I care about and those people that I see every day doing their best, you know? Because when you get to know these people, on top of them giving you their raw support, by being able to see those people go out and flourish and the things they've been talking about, they want to have been doing better at, and it's just knowing that little bit of support just made it a little bit easier to make those steps to make it happen and fully commit to the things that they've been saying that they wanted to do for the longest time. And of course, it's never about taking credit. I don't take credit for anything that my support may help people with. It's just a matter of knowing that I derive happiness from that sort of an interaction. It does not matter to me so much on what they choose to do with the support, but if it can just make a little bit of a difference, that's good enough. I've talked about this before, but like, who gives a shit that I had to miss out on my little vacation? The people that I know there, we're all good. Like, everybody's got their head screwed on straight, and nobody's upset with anyone. So I was like, okay, it sucks, but I'm gonna put it away and come back home and help out my family. And I'm so inspired, you know, even though I have all my shit together and I feel completely fine, helping out someone else who was in desperate need of some sort of attention or a turnaround or some sort of change has already made me an even better person. And like, I've said this so many times, but once you have your shit together to the point where you know that you'll be able to take care of yourself no matter what, even if you're not in that great a spot, everything after that just becomes icing on the cake. It's so great to have interactions with people like that. And so when I go to the gym, and like today, I literally ran into a guy with my brother that I haven't seen since I graduated high school. And I like right when I was graduating, I got to meet him and know him. And then I'm a junior in college now, and I just ran into him. He works at the gym now, and I was just in town, and we had one of the most supportive conversations I've had in a while. And like, my brother instantly jumped in. You know, you can really tell when somebody that's been depressed for a while or been in a shit spot for a minute, the moment they get that open doorway, that one step in, and they get to try to experience that new feeling of support and joy, they latch onto it. It's such a cool thing to watch. I was shooting the shit with the guy, and I saw my brother walking around the gym, and I was like, oh, hey, come over here, like, come shoot the shit with us. And he was like, oh, I guess so, you know. I came over a little timidly. Literally just, we brought up Dragon Ball and his art career, and like, God, I literally left the conversation. They started talking longer than I do, and I'm the guy that stays at the gym for 3 hours because I'm shooting the shit too long, you know. And so it's so, the people that are, whoever is struggling in that certain way where they feel like their life isn't going the way they want it to, and they don't know what to do, and they don't know who to turn to, those interactions are so important, whether it comes from family or friends or just random people that you run into at your daily happenings. You know, whatever you do for work, whatever you do for your passions, whatever you do for your hobbies, anything. When you see those same consistent people every day, they're going to support you with the most raw homey vibes that they can give you. You know, it's great. It's as much as I will always appreciate my family's support and love and all that, you can't beat the kind of support that comes from someone that you have no obligation to love, and they have no obligation to love you. I will always love my mother and my father and my brothers unconditionally, and all my family. Like, they're genuinely the people that I very much care about, but it's so different when you interact with those people that there's zero expectation. You know, I've talked about this, like, when I make these videos, I do it because there's zero expectation with you guys. I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's going to judge me. or who's going to say what about what. And so I'm going to speak the most natural, fluent way that I have in my system right now. I'm not going to be able to talk the way that I talk with my family, that I talk with you guys, because not that I have expectations with my family, but everything normally goes a certain way, and your brain just gets so used to talking a certain way that you don't even think about it. And so, anyway, I guess to kind of wrap it up a little bit, if you are in a bit of a depressive state and you feel like nothing's going your way, and it feels like everything's just crashing on you, what I really think is happening is that over time, and I think over a longer time that you may realize, the small negative things pile up one after another, and they go untreated. And I don't even mean by like doctor untreated, I just mean like you don't get to take care of it properly, and they stack up one after another, and then eventually it just explodes when you can't take it anymore, and every little thing sets you off. It sets you over the edge. And so it's a matter of find someone that you believe that you can trust with your emotions, and try to get it out to them at least. Try to vent it out to them. And then on top of that, go out with this person. I don't mean go clubbing. I don't mean go drink and get fucked up. I don't mean go do some random crazy outdoor shit because you got to do the most crazy outdoor thing to make your brain go haywire. Just like if you're going to go to a coffee shop, if you're going to go to someone's place to watch a movie, if you're going to go to the gym, if you're going to go to a club, if you're going to do a study group, it doesn't matter. Whatever little thing that you can do that will get you out of your house and around other people that you have the opportunity to interact with, just try to talk to one person every time you go out. And you can increase it along the way. That's what's great about it. I've met like 15 people at once before. It's great. It's an awesome feeling, because typically when you go to the same things that you enjoy doing in your daily life every day, and you stay disciplined on those things, like I do the gym, and I do my school, and I just go to other people's houses sometimes, all that kind of stuff. I have met so many friends doing this that I have more friends like at the gym than I do anywhere else. It's not even on purpose. I see so many people because I put myself in the most social situation possible by talking to as many people as I can, and by maintaining those relationships over time, the support will carry you longer than you know. And sometimes people who feel like their life is not satisfying enough and it doesn't have enough substance, and I think that most people will assume like, oh, I need a better job, or I need a job in general, oh, I need to do more work, I need to stay busier. The busy part isn't what's important. It's being busy that puts you in those social situations around people that can support you in the way that you can't get anywhere else. You know, I think when a lot of parents say, oh, you go get a job, you need to be busy, go to school, go study more, you need to keep yourself busy, they mean go get out and go do something so that you can hopefully run into these interactions, regardless of what it is, whether you have a homie situation or not, and just enjoy yourself. You know, like just let go for a bit, have no expectations with someone that you don't even know, and see where it goes. And those relationships fucking last, and I love that. So I don't have a lot else to say. I feel like this was more of a ramble. I don't know if I got a lot of a point across, but that's just the way it goes. I'm trying my best to put it into words, and sometimes it's nice that I can't. It just shows that there's so much room to grow in these areas. So I'm going to continue doing my best to commit to these things and talk to people and appreciate people, because people drive people. I know, even like for anybody who's even antisocial, people will drive you too. If you think that you can't be social for a second, the moment you just try it and just really put all expectations away, all things that you think might go bad, put them away, just do it one time, a couple times, try it out, and the growth that you will form individually and socially is insane. And it is so much faster than you know. Life is so much simpler than it seems because of how many expectations are put on you growing up. And I think everybody can change and grow in such a short amount of period of time that it's almost unbelievable to most people. But I'm telling you, once you go through it, you'll know what I'm saying. You know, you'll really be able to commit to that mindset and spread the word just like I'm doing. So take it with a grain of salt. Enjoy your day regardless. And I'm going to go the fuck to sleep. Ate me a McDonald's and a McFlurry, and that's all I got. So I'll see you.